My name is Monique, and I am the founder of Monique's Making a Big Impact. I'm an inspirational, motivational speaker. I speak all over the United States to businesses and organizations about how they can make their businesses better and how they can get the fire in the belly to their employees to make them motivated to want to come to work and to do the best job that they can do. My whole career, I've been an insurance claims adjuster, and I've been a paralegal. I've spent 37 years doing those jobs. But today I'm here to talk to you about something that really makes me angry. And I find that it's becoming more and more of a trend, especially in Louisiana, because that's where I'm a claims adjuster and that's where I'm a paralegal at. But the thing that has been happening more and more in Louisiana is that you have people who are buying insurance policies, auto insurance policies, and when they buy the policy, they are naming excluded drivers, people who cannot drive the vehicle they are insuring. What is happening? The people that they are saying is excluded and that they're signing off with the agent on the policy saying this person is excluded and cannot drive this vehicle. They are letting them drive the vehicles. They are getting in wrecks. They are at fault, and they are hurting people. And I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to call them out because it's the same insurance company that is allowing this to happen in Louisiana. Go Auto. Every claim I get that there's an excluded driver that gets in a wreck that is at fault, Go Auto is writing the policies. Well, let me tell you something, Go Auto. Why don't you put surveillance on your people and go see that after they get in an accident, they are getting in another vehicle that they are excluded in and driving that vehicle. So, wow, what happens? What happens when that excluded driver does that? Because they're showing proof of insurance. They are giving the police officer proof of insurance for that vehicle. And that officer, that investigating officer, has absolutely no idea that that person is an excluded driver. All they know is that that car has insurance. Well, guess what? The car really doesn't have insurance because the driver is excluded on the policy. So when is enough enough? When do we put it into this? When do we start holding people accountable that are driving as excluded drivers? When do we hold them accountable? When does something happen to them? Do we call the police agency and say, oh, by the way, the person gave you proof of insurance, but guess what? They were an excluded driver. What are you going to do? When is enough enough? And these people keep getting away with it. And this insurance company keeps writing and keeps renewing policies, even though they know that there's a claim, and guess what? Nothing happens. And so the poor person that's hit, they have to figure it out. They have to figure out how they're going to get their vehicle fixed. They have to figure out if they're hurt, how they're going to pay their medical bills. They have to figure it out. And the other person, they just get to go along. They just go on their merry way and just go drive the next vehicle that's available to them that they are excluded on. So what do we do? That is the question. What do we do? When do we start holding these people accountable? When do we start making examples and saying, okay, you want to be smart? You want to put them as an excluded driver and you want to let them drive the vehicle? What's going to happen to you and what's going to happen to them? When do we start holding these people accountable? When do we start holding the insurance companies accountable? I don't know about you, but I pay a lot of money in insurance every month so my kids could drive. So what do? Do I just start excluding them and they get in a wreck and just walk away? No. Because I do the right thing. It is unfair to the people who are paying insurance that people who are not paying insurance and who are excluded and who are driving gets to get away with it. But I'm paying insurance and I'm held accountable. When is enough enough? When are we going to take a stance? When is something going to happen? It's happening too much. And Go Auto, it's happening with your insureds. And I know you just write 1530 minimal policy, and I know you don't write uninsured motorist coverage. So what are you selling, Go Auto? What are you selling? What kind of insurance policies are you selling? Think about it, everybody. Think about it. Enough is enough. At what point are they going to be held accountable? And I can promise you, everybody who's watching this video knows somebody who was hit by an excluded driver. And this is what I say. This is my take on it. If they were excluded and your car was missing and it was gone, then I would think that your car was probably stolen. Because if they're an excluded driver and they aren't supposed to be driving your vehicle, then I would think that you would have reported that vehicle stolen. But if you didn't report it stolen, then the question is, was there insurance? Because even though they were excluded, did they have permissive use? I'm not an attorney. I don't proclaim to be an attorney. I don't give legal advice. I can't give legal advice. But I can raise questions. And I think they're valid questions. Think about it. I love y'all.